Hi everybody, Chris Stokes from Custom Fitness here, and we are talking today about breaking free of the bubble and quit pressing pause. So with the holidays upon us, everybody kind of says, you know what, things are crazy and I just want to take a break. I'm just going to stop for a little bit. When it gets calm in January, I'll start back up. Well, that's a great mentality, except it's not really very realistic. It's kind of, I'm busy at work and I'll start after this, or I've had a new baby and I'll start after this, or I've got school right now and I'll start after this. And so pressing pause is truly the most reliable way to sabotage yourself. And I'll tell you why, because the pause button actually builds the skill of pausing. And what I mean by that is, think about it in your home life. So let's say that you're married with a family and you come home and you've got this promotion that you're working on at work, and you really need about 2 weeks to prepare for this and to be able to plan out this presentation and get ready for it. And so you come home and you say, honey, I'm just not able to focus on everything, so I'm going to press the pause button. I'll be a parent for a little while. I need you to keep the kids. I'm going to go to a hotel. Don't bother me for 2 weeks and I'll see you then. In my house, that wouldn't go over very well. So I'm betting probably in your house either that we can't press pause on life, but yet we choose to do that with our health all the time. And that's where a lot of people during the month of December, or even from November to December, start to gain so much weight during that time. I mean, people gain between 5 and 15 pounds typically, just on average, throughout that holiday season. And they say, well, it's okay because I'll lose it again next year. Well, most people don't typically take it all back off, so you end up accumulating those pounds over the years. Even if you take off most of it, you still maybe have 2 to 5 pounds that you've got on, and you still accumulated over the years. So why sabotage yourself? Well, it's really kind of almost a saving mechanism, almost a survival mechanism to us, that we say, well, I'm going to pause this because then I can focus on this. Well, it gives you temporary relief, yes. It does not give you a true fix to the problem, though, because you haven't understood or learned how to find your own level of health and fitness throughout those out-of-the-bubble experiences. So I always talk to people about living outside the bubble, because whenever we do these 6-week, 21-day, whatever they are, challenges, we create this bubble for ourselves, and we say, okay, well, for 3 weeks, I'm not going to go out to eat anywhere, and I'm not going to take myself out of out of any circumstances that would cause me to waver from this program, and I'm really going to get this program done. But at the end of the 3 weeks, what good did you do? I mean, yes, you lost some inches and you lost some weight and you're feeling better, but if you're going to turn around and go right back into stress mode and stop doing those things because you pressed pause again, then you've actually done no good whatsoever. So it's not a true fix. Instead, we build the illusion of this magic perfect time that everything's going to be calm. And I will tell you that no matter what time of year you're looking at, there's never a time that's magic like that that's all calm. You'll have a day or two here and there. You'll have weeks at a time, but you won't know when they're coming. Fall brings the beginning of school and new schedules, and it brings the time change, and it brings different weather changes. Spring brings in new schedules and lots of parties and events to go to, as well as just work things that come up. It seems like that typically is a big busy time for a lot of people. During the summer, it's like a big chaotic weekend. So there's no perfect time for any one person, but you know when your down times are, and so your brain says, well, this would be a better time for me to do this. And while that is understandable, that yes, you can push harder during that better time, if you're not being consistent with it up until that better time, then you really haven't formed a very good habit there of being healthy. Instead, you're doing kind of a sprint fitness or a spot fix type thing, and we know from research that that does not help us. So, really, we want to step away from that illusion of that magic right time. We want to step out of that bubble, creating perfection in this world of fitness, and really build the skills needed instead of the willpower that we feel like we have to have. Get the skills to actually get fit. And maybe that's creating workouts that are 10 minutes or less. Maybe that's finding something fast for breakfast, or maybe that's finding an accountability partner for you that can help to keep you on track. So all of those things are great things, but you have to start to build those skills, understanding that there is no perfect way to work out. There is no perfect nutrition plan that fits everyone. Each person is unique, and you need your own perfect plan for you and your life at that moment. So case in point, I had a client join at one point that was a member of a law firm and started in with us and did really great, but then found that life was getting too crazy and had to stop. We we try to help people through that because we want you to understand that there's ways to work around that. So once we explain that situation to them, granted they'd had a couple weeks off because they had to leave town and had to do all these different things with their family, but by the time that they got back, we were able to explain that out of the bubble effect to them, created a program that worked for them, and they were able to continue on with us long term, and they've now been with us for several years because they understood the importance of finding out that right key point that would work for them. So instead of trying to stop everything, which is the kind of knee-jerk reaction that most of us go to, instead we should ask for help on how we can better fit this into our lives, because that's really what it is. There will never be a perfect balance between what your body needs and what you need for you and what everyone else needs from you. Instead, there will be a way that you can fit it together, and it will fit together like a puzzle piece. So that way then you get what you need and they get what they need. And you have the strength and energy and just the health to take care of all these other people. So again, life does not have a pause button. We can't keep using this imaginary pause button to create the perfect idea of everything. But remembering that being perfect through your programs or your nutrition or just completing a short-term program is not the point. The point is that you need to build the skills to leave this perfection bubble and find your own rhythm of what works for you in being fit, healthy, changing your physique, whatever it may be. Now, some goals take a little more commitment than others, but in all, we can find that perfect rhythm through really taking a moment to step back and finding what works for us and for what our bodies, what our minds, what our lives are going through at that moment, so that we can really find the true answer for ourselves. So if that sounds like something that you need help with, before you hit the pause button for holidays, feel free to give us a call, 806-322-3188, or maybe you've been hitting the pause button for a while and you're ready to get back on track and find something that does work for you. Again, we customize every part of the program for the client, from exercise to nutrition to lifestyle modification. And so we work through all of those together to create that perfect program for you. And then we work with you one-on-one throughout that process to make sure that you're getting what you need, and make sure that if we need to make any adaptations to the program, that we do that as well. So you don't stick with the same boring exercises or the same boring food plan or anything like that. We really allow you to eat freely, to exercise freely, and to find some inspiration through what we're doing. So feel free to give us a call, 806-322-3188. We do have our Jump the Gun special going on right now from now until November 30th. If you give us a call to schedule a consultation, you'll receive a complimentary consultation, half off your first month, our 21-day guarantee, all packaged up for you. So, you can come in, try us out, see if it's the right fit, experience what we have to offer. Most of our clients start experiencing results within the first 2 to 3 weeks. So we would love to share that with you, especially around these holiday times where people just feel like it's hopeless and pointless. We would love to be able to step in and show you how you can keep from pressing that pause button this year. I hope you got something good out of today, and we'll talk to you soon.